Do you guys want to say anything else? I mean, I can carry this whole podcast
I
right now.
just feel like with what Sergio was saying, like, I guess with you knowing or not knowing, I think it's more so like it's at the end of the day, it's your decision that matters. Like if you feel like, and I'm not just saying with me, but I'm saying in general, if you decide, okay, well, I know he cheated. He told me he cheated. Okay, well, I'm gonna stay just because he told me. Or I found out he cheated. Do I want to stay because I love him and he pays all the bills and that's when it goes to the point where it's like, can you provide for yourself enough to leave?
Yeah, and see that's the thing, right? Is there's two aspects to that, right? If he was upfront and told you straight up versus you having to find out, that's sneaky game right there.
It is. It's
and
very sneaky.
And see that's the problem. That's once again a weak man. He's doing trash behavior. So that's the point, right? Is the argument is this? If I were to come to you and I said, okay, I'm interested in dating you, and this is the lifestyle that I live. I think you're a great girl. I want to be around you. I think we'd have a great time together. Let's go have some fun together. By the way, I'm also dating Lana over here. She's my other girl. And I got Christine over here. And I got another girl over here. It's not necessarily I got to fly to see them, but the moral of the story is I'm attracted to you. That's why I want to have sex with you, is because I'm attracted to you. Okay, I don't necessarily have a feeling. It's more of an attraction thing. Glenn, hey, can you pull that Glenn thing back up, gentlemen, sir? There you go. He says, change the topic to getting to the point of diminishing returns.
Yeah, I had one last question that I really wanted to ask. Shout out to you for this one. This one's a good one. Is it considered cheating if the woman isn't meeting the guy's needs, whether it's conversation needs, sexual needs, any type of his needs? Is he still cheating whenever she's not doing what she could technically be doing?
No.
Yeah, it wouldn't be considered cheating then?
No, because at the end of the day, as a woman, you need to make sure your man's needs is met. If you're not doing what you're supposed to do, what you think he gonna do?
So you would blame the woman in those cases?
In that case, yes, because you have to.
What about a kink? Like, what if he has a kink that's like, you're just not into that kink, like it's
like
just
you draw the line, like you doing too
much. He wants a salad toss or some weird shit. Yeah,
no, you doing too much.
Then that's too much. Okay, so like, man, where do we draw the line then on something like that?
If you don't approve of the fact that I'm not doing what you want, you can go find somebody else that's gonna do it.
Oh, dude, that actually brings up a good question I want to ask you.
Yeah.
This is something I never hear about in the red pill space, and I'm really confused about it. I don't know if it's just because nobody asks about it or why, but the Madonna whore complex. This is something I've read a lot about, like Carl Jung and all that. Like I know a lot about the Madonna whore complex, but I debate it with my friends a lot because is it like a real thing? Like, is that even? I kind of think that after so much experience, I don't believe the Madonna whore complex is kind of a thing anymore. Like, but when I was inexperienced, it was like I did have the Madonna whore complex where like I did want the really good girl, but sometimes I would want the hoe too.
Yeah.
So it's like, do you think the Madonna whore complex is something that every guy like heavily deals with? Like they want the really good, safe, awesome woman at home, but they also need to go fuck the whore that's gonna do the crazy shit for them?
I have a question with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I want you to answer that
one
first.
So I think with the Madonna whore complex, I think it's primarily driven towards younger guys. Okay, it's a maturity thing.
It is a maturity thing.
Okay,
yeah.
say you lock down a woman and you teach you, like, you get a girl in your life. Okay, you're committed to her, and you express to her openly and honestly, hey, this is the shit that turns me on. Well, I never done that before. Perfect. Madonna complex, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to take that Madonna complex and I'm going to train her how to be my whore, how to be my slut. She's going to perform those acts for me.
If she's comfortable.
Yep.
It's 100% up to the man to put her in a position to feel comfortable.
Yes.
There you go.
Very true.
100%. So I think it's a maturity thing, right? Because 100% we don't want to be married to whores.
Exactly.
But we want to fuck them like whores.
Yes, we do. You're right, dude. No, that no. And Glenn, thank you for bringing that up. I knew that he's written something about it because I never hear about it anymore. But I know it's because y'all have already aired it out a lot. I guarantee you, the reason why I never read about or hear about the Madonna whore complex and red pill is because y'all probably talked about this a lot over the last decade, and I'm just behind on it. But yeah, what were you gonna say about it?
Do you feel like men can love multiple women?
100%.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm gonna agree with him on that. Like I really like, and I don't push this or say that I'm gonna do this personally, but I think that like there's like two ways that guys kind of like do like the multiple women thing, and sometimes it's like they have like main woman and then they have like side bitches kind of, and like the sides don't get nearly what the main does, kind of like she has the house and the cars and all that stuff, and the sides are treated just like sides, you know. And then I think there's like the other way where guys do it, which is more like Islam, where it's like the multiple wives thing, where you have like 3 or 4 women, you don't cheat on them, those are your 3 or 4 women, that's who you have sex with, that's who you're with. And so like I think that's like the 2 ways of doing it. And I'm way more like supportive of like the sister wife thing. Shout out to Sterling, actually. He's the one that like kind of made me more of a fan of like that than like the other one. But yeah, like, would you ever accept a sister wife? No, never.
I'm stingy.
Yeah.
What if he was like a
I don't care
multi-millionaire
about your money.
and he was that guy?
I don't care about your money.
He has everything.
What if you really liked the other girl? What if you guys were great friends? What if you guys were like the dynamic duo when you were together?
The same nigga.
No, but like, what if y'all,
you have no chill.
What if y'all break up? So like, say you have a kid with a guy, all right? Mm-hmm. Y'all break up. When you go and you get another household, say you have another boyfriend or something like that, your child is more likely to have all types of molestation, all types of bad stuff, SA happening to them. All this bad stuff can happen to them because of a step parent in the house. And so like, I just think sometimes it's better for the family to stay together. Like, it's just not worth it sometimes to break up the family. Like, I mean, and it sounds horrible because the women would have to accept that the guy's gonna have multiple women or whatever it is, but it's just like, keep the family together, keep the kids together.
Well,
like,
with you saying that, like, I came from a broken household. Like, I was raised up under my mom. I didn't have my dad in my life. So with that, like, having a stepfather, I was, of course, older when my stepdad came in. But my mom made sure that she was comfortable with him even meeting us before they even got married. So if I'm not comfortable with you being around my child, we're not getting together. Because if I get any type of vibe off of you, you're not being around my child.
And I think that most, like, and some women are like doing really good at that and like making sure and everything. I'm not gonna sit here and act like that stat is some crazy high number that it's gonna happen to every kid that has step. It's not. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just all about keeping the families together.
I want to say something to that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Here's my problem, and I agree with what you're saying, because here's what women forget, is that just because you get divorced doesn't mean that you get to cut out the father of your children.
Yeah, you're still going to have a sister wife.
You still, yeah, like you still have, it doesn't matter what he did to you. You still have to co-parent with that man. Yeah. So you want to divorce him? I get it. I understand. Look, I respect it. I did it myself because there was toxic things happening in my house, and we were not able to be who we needed to be for our children. We were damaging our kids. So other things, I'm in a relationship now where the wife has left and she has just completely cut him out of their lives. And it's like, I think she didn't realize that just because you divorce him doesn't mean you erase him. And dads nowadays we're pro dad rights, and we are all about it, and kids need their fathers. So there's a chance that now you're going to have that daddy there who has pissed you off and another woman. And that's hard.
And the reality is she's already banged him before you did.
Exactly.
So why not?
We're not banging them together.
I'm just saying.
Have you tried it? I'm just kidding.
I'm just saying. My mother did a great job when I was ready to leave my marriage. My mother reminded me every time, don't forget, there's going to be 50% of the time where you don't get to say what they do, and there's going to be a whole nother woman involved with other kids and another family, so you better be prepared for that before you leave.
You might as well be sister wives.
No, but I get what you're saying, because I don't mind being a stepmom.
Yeah,
I don't mind I love a blended I love the idea of even having a blended family. So I understand what you're saying. Like, it is kind of like a sister wife, but at the same time, you got your man, I got mine. Even though you had him, the key word it was, you had.
But when you have your own children and you're watching another woman make decisions for your children, it's really difficult.
That's when you have that understanding. Like, okay,
but it's still hard.
Oh, I get it, because I'm not in your shoes. But if I was in those shoes, to where if I had kids and my ex-husband or father of my kids are over there, and she decides she wants to make a decision, she needs to still call me and make sure that we have that understanding before you make any decision.
If you get a good one.
If you, yeah, that's a very rare thing. Yeah.
And the reason why my family situation works is because my ex-husband's new wife, she is the glue that holds us together. She's the reason. She sets the tone.
I thought you were the prize.
Well, I am the prize course.
Well,
I'm
now
just
the new
saying.
one's the prize. It sounds like.
Well, she is a prize. I'm not going to deny that. That
is a
woman.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I got multiple
She gives me grace. She doesn't react to me. She doesn't disrespect me. She respects, but not all of them do. They
No.
don't.
I think that's across the board. That goes both directions, though. It doesn't have to necessarily be a step. Moms can be dirtbags too.
And some of these men
Yeah.
allow it. That's
Yeah.
another problem. If the father of your kids allow his girl to do that, that is his problem. And I'm going to tell him, you need to fix that before I fix it.
You know, not to go too far down that rabbit hole, Sergio, but real quick. The family court system is literally hook the cart up to these men. Okay, they are like cart horses. They're going to toe the line 100% because they don't want to lose access to their kids. So if you get a crazy ex-wife acting a fool, and you're the stepmom, or you're the mom, and vice versa, he's not going to do anything to get his tail put right back in front of the judge.
Thank you.
Okay, so it's kind of hard for him to get it correct.
And I hate to bring the courts involved because my situation, my mom forced my dad to court because he didn't do what he was supposed to do, and then it got to the point where my mom, she did everything she was supposed to do. Like I said, like I told y'all off camera, my mom was great.
Yeah.
But it got to the point where it's like, if you're not doing what you need to do, we're going to make sure the courts make sure you do what you need to do. And then you still not trying to fix it. The court's going to be on your ass.
Hey y'all, Sergio here. I just want to mention I've created a completely free guide that shows you exactly how I went from having low confidence and being painfully awkward around women to easily meeting and dating numerous high quality desirable women in real life without the use of any dating apps or social media. So if you're struggling to get out there, if you have approach anxiety or don't know what to say or how to interact with women to make them want you and are sick of using dating apps with low value girls that hundreds of other guys have been chatting with, click the link in the description below to grab your free guide right now. And if you want private mentorship with me personally to help guide you every step of the way in this process, check out my mentorship program in the description too. I would be happy to help you reach your dating goals and overcome any obstacle you may face. And trust me, if I can do it, you can do it too. I hope to see you soon. Peace out.